It'd be interesting to hear you touch on this underworld if that is something that you're able to touch on because not many are familiar. They've heard rumors, but not firsthand accounts. There is some very, very interesting things in the darkness, literally under the ground, almost under every city in this country, all interconnected and woven together. Very advanced technology that most folks are completely unaware of, that almost feel like it is something seen in the movies, but it is something they keep on the shelf for the right time and the right place. Any interest in exploring on that? I'd be interested to hear what you have to say.
Well, before I get to maybe the technology piece of that, the to see what the real underworld really has to offer, it is, I really believe it's the technological exchange that the Watchers gave to mankind back in the days of Genesis 6. That's
Exactly.
fundamentally what I believe is the same offer that was made, and men agreed, that men went back into the similar covenant with these entities long
Yeah.
ago, and we didn't
Yeah.
have much say in the matter. I was born into a family that made deals with dragons. For whatever people think it's real or not real, there really are these creatures that exist, and they have the power to fortune tell, to tell the future. And this is something that they've embraced for a long time. The cult of the serpent, the reason the Pope, the Black Pope and the White Pope and all these people, why they have the position that they do, is because they offer sacrifices and lamentations and incense offerings to the serpent. And that
Yeah.
serpent has the ability, and he's not the only serpent that exists. He's not the only seraphim that fell and was cursed. Those beings have the ability to offer people a lens of the future and to tell them, to prognosticate about what the future is going to offer them. And they offer towards them breakthrough technologies early on. They are the
Yeah.
ones who literally, through meditations and through these ritualistic magics, will reveal to them scientific formulas, technological blueprints, and schematics for things that they wanted. This is something that's been going on for a long time, but people,
Yeah.
like the family line that I came from, they embraced it wholeheartedly when they began to read these ancient texts of people that were part of the Huachiblos and Quetzalcoatl, these people that worshipped the plumed serpent and worshipped the fire dragon and the plume. They were willing to go back to that old religion and practice what it said, to bring about, I would call it, the dialing of the phone book of the kingdom of darkness. But there are specific entities that can be called upon through ritualistic magic to come and give you insight, to come and give you information. And that is what I really believe these seraphim, what they offered to mankind, was that type of technological breakthrough to allow them power and control. But the price of that was blood. My family passed me through those fires, and I was sunk down into that in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, where my grandfather, that was his business, was the systemic abuse of children and the shattering of their minds to create dissociative states so you could program and control someone to be their slave. But that was
Yeah.
not something that was just a single product. That was part of a religious rites and rituals for these ceremonies. And so instead of just having a child, instead of just being abused or abusing a child, it was done in a ritualistic fashion to try to call upon these spirits to talk to them, to try to cause them to manifest. And it's not like it was always successful, but at times it was. And these things would speak. They would prophesy to them. They would give them insights. They would create relational connections by calling other people to them so that they could have deals, financial deals, corporate
Well,
sponsorship.